Hello friends, today we are going to talk about the no need objection, and it's a very interesting story or an interesting concept that you need to talk to people. Can we remove the limiting clause in marriage? Now normally there is a limiting clause in marriage, and that is what we have to talk about today. Because if people say they don't need the life insurance, then the limiting clause which is there, it has to be removed. There is a limiting clause, and why they need life insurance is because of this limiting clause. This limiting clause can only be removed by life insurance, and you will be wondering, what am I talking about? Friends, that's the beautiful thing. When I start thinking about life insurance, and it's like I am completely overwhelmed, and I understand clearly from the depth of my heart, from every cell of my body, I really understand the need of life insurance. And the minute you start understanding this from the depth of your heart, it would be very easy for you to communicate to the customer. If you have seen my videos on success mantras with Lazarus diets, I have explained to you how the body language gets created, and it's the body language which helps you to close the cases. Because if you are going with a very sincere intention to help your customer win, to really do something very good and great for customers, then I think this is what is very, very important, that we need to understand, that if I understand life insurance from the depth of my heart, it would be very easy for me to communicate to my clients, because my body language gets created from my intention. And if my intention is the greater good of every client that I am meeting, and I put his interest before my interest, automatically our body language will get changed. I would like to also ask you to please put your comments regarding these videos, how you like them, and also let us know what other subjects you would like us to do the videos. And also, if you are using these concepts in any of your sales, then please also share your experience of how you were able to close a case with these with these kind of objection handling. So can we remove the limiting clause in marriage? Now what happens, my dear friends, when we get married, whichever religion you are, I will talk about from the point of view of Catholics. So when we get married, there is a promise that the boy makes to the girl. Okay, there is a promise that the boy makes to the girl, and the promise is that I will take care of you, I will love you, and I will honor you all the days of my life till my last breath. Now please understand this. He makes a promise saying that I will take care of you, I will love you, I will honor you, and I will see that all your needs are taken care of, and everything is done for you so that you remain comfortable and you enjoy your life, and you live a more satisfied and graceful life. And then I use a thing called but till the last breath, or I put that last clause, which is basically the limiting clause, where I say till my last breath. So so what it means, that when I am getting into marriage and I am promising my wife, would-be wife, and I say that I will be doing all these things for her, really making her comfortable in life, but I put a limit. What is the limit? It is till the last day of my breath, which means so far as I continue to live, so far as I am breathing, I will be taking care of you. Now my dear friends, we just say this without really understanding the meaning. But see the deeper meaning of that. The deeper meaning of that is that the man is promising, but he's saying, sorry, there's a clause, there's a limiting clause, and the limiting clause is that till the last day of my death, So which means if he dies, then this promise doesn't remain. He cannot promise beyond his death. The reason why this limiting clause has been put, and the reason why men go and do this, create this limit or put this full stop, that they are responsible only till they continue breathing. If they stop breathing, they are not responsible. I think this is basically an irresponsible statement. I know it would kind of people would get little they would object to this statement. But I am saying this is really far-fetched. This is something not correct, and it should not be, we should not have that limiting clause in marriage. Now what happens, suppose, what is that thing, one thing, I would like to ask you, what is that one thing if the man does immediately after he gets married, where the limiting clause that he put when getting married gets cancelled, and where he can again tell his wife that I will now take care of you, honor you, love you, and see that you are taken care of, not only till my breath, but even beyond that, so far as you live, it's not so far as I live, but so far as you continue breathing, you will have a wonderful life. Just imagine the change in perspective, and what a great kind of a gift it is that the husband can give the wife. Have you ever thought about this? But just understand the depth of this particular thing. So life insurance is the only thing. Life insurance is the only thing which carries the promise made by the husband at the time of marriage, even beyond his life. And that's the most important role which is played by life insurance. My dear friends, when you go to a client, you always tell the client, sir, when you got married, you gave a promise to madam, but you had put a restricting clause. And then they will ask, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And then, you can actually ask him, what did you say? And then it will be that he said that I will take care and, do all these things till my last breath. And then you say, sir, there is something that I can tell you, or if you are able to do, you will be able to carry this promise much beyond your life, and it will be carried till your wife or spouse, continues to live. I think the biggest gift that any man can give his wife is a life insurance policy, because that ensures the limiting clause is removed from the promise that is made at the time of marriage. My dear friends, please try to understand this very clearly, and if you can go and pitch this to your clients, it will be a very, very good thing, because the customers will really understand the real deeper meaning of life insurance and how it is, it carries the promise of the husband beyond his life until the end of the life of the wife. And I think it's a very, very important gift, the most beautiful gift any husband can give his wife. So please go and talk to all the husbands and tell them that, why don't you remove the limiting clause in marriage. Thank you.